What is up, awesome people, and welcome back to some more player versus player action on Pokemon Trading Card Game Online. Alrighty, so in our last episode we had a really good match with my water deck. It was pretty tight all the way to the end, but unfortunately in the end I was in a better position than my opponent and he ended up conceding. So hopefully if we get a short match in this episode, I will finally do my deck analysis and show you guys what's in this deck and how the deck should work in a quick explanation. The reason why I'm not whacking it on after a long match because it usually takes about 10 to 15 minutes to explain how my decks work. And yeah, so hopefully we can either find a short match or something like that so I can do a deck analysis. So again, we're doing a random battle, a practice battle as well with using my water deck. So here we go, we're going to look for an opponent. So far we've been finding opponents pretty quickly, so hopefully we can just keep that going. And looks like it's going to take a while to find an opponent, so I shall catch you guys when I find an opponent. So see you then. Alrighty, so we found an opponent actually pretty quickly actually. It's up against KettBoy. I have the advantage apparently, so I'm going to call Tails. Yes, and it worked. Alright, so yes, I will go first. Alright, so have a look at my hand. So the opponent has nothing to use, so looks like that's going to be a first stage 1 or stage 2 Pokemon. He's got a water deck by the looks of it. He's got Energy Surge, and I can't see who that is unfortunately, which may be a disadvantage. But regardless, let him draw again. He got active this time. Who to go for? I might actually lead with Lapras first, and then have my Oshawott and Squirtle go straight to the bench. I've got Evosoda, so I can probably go straight for Wartortle or my Duwat, depending on whoever's in my deck at this point in time. The opponent had no basics, so yes. I've got Level Ball as well, so that's interesting. I'm going to go straight for the Water Energy onto my Lapras. I'm actually not going to show my opponent that I've got evolutions coming, so I'm going to end my turns there. He's going to go straight for the Water Energy onto his active Oshawott, which will allow him to go straight for the Rain Splash. So I can't read upside down, as you can probably tell. He's got a Patrat as his bench, so now he's either going to play a support card or go straight for the attack, which he's going to do, deal 10 damage to my Lapras. Alright, so I got a potion, so I'm going to go for the Evosoda here. I'll swear I got both, that's awesome. So play Evosoda, get my Wartortle straight onto my bench Squirtle and evolve that, so that's one step down to getting like full support going. I'm then going to follow it up with a Level Ball, grab my Duwat and put that into my hand from my deck. I'm then going to evolve my Oshawott into Duwat. I'm then going to follow it up with a Team Flag run to get rid of that Water Energy on the opposing Oshawott. Then play a Energy card onto my Lapras, allowing it to go for Hydro Pump, dealing 50 damage thanks to the extra effect on Hydro Pump, which allows it to get an extra 20 for each Energy card attached to this Pokemon. So they're going to go for Heavy Ball here, allowing them to draw for a card with 3 retreat costs or more, which is going to be Kyurem EX, which I'll put onto their bench, no doubt. Yes, they will. Right, so they're going to play Electric Energy card onto Kyurem, so they need at least one Water Energy card onto this Kyurem to be able to do anything with this Kyurem. And they conceded! What the hell? Damn it, what the hell happened? Dude, you probably could have had a chance. Man, that's the quickest concede I've ever seen. Damn, 2 turns and most valuable player was Lapras. I don't really know why they conceded, that was a bit random. But yeah, so I guess this is a perfect opportunity to show off the deck, I suppose. I probably wanted a better match than that, but oh well. Beggars can't be choosers, I suppose. This is probably the only time I'll ever get to actually analyse the water deck. Alrighty, so here we go. This is what everyone's been waiting for. I know you guys have. I've been a bit slack with the analysis. Alrighty, so in this deck I've got 10 Pokemon, 33 trainer cards, and 17 energy cards. So we've got Blastoise EX, Mega Blastoise EX, Keldeo, we've got 1 Lapras, Oshawott, Duwat, Samurott, we've got Squirtle, Wartortle, and Blastoise going for us. So I'm actually thinking about taking out Lapras from the Pokemon. It actually doesn't do me all that much except for I suppose a more stable basic start if I don't draw anything else except for Lapras, thanks to having 2 energy cards needed for Hydro Pump, and it does get extra thanks to water cards, and this is only a water type deck, so I've only got water energy cards, as you would know. And trainer cards, they stand at 3 Evo Sodas, 2 heavy balls, 3 level balls, 4 potions, which I don't see all that often, which is funny. I have 2 rare candies there. I have 3 super rods. I have 4 Sharons, 4 Silence. I then have 2 Shawners, and 2 Team Flare Grunts, and 4 Rocky Helmets. Alrighty, so really how this deck works is, it did revolve around Mega Blastoids and Keldeo when I first built this deck. Keldeo was actually more or less the beginning structure for this deck, and it just kind of worked from there. So Keldeo works hand in hand with Blastoids, just my normal Blastoids, and the ability Dilge. So this works anywhere on the field, doesn't have to be active to be able to use this, so the ability stands as this. As often as you like, during your turn before you attack, you may attach a water energy card from your hand to one of your Pokemon. Now this is why I've got 4 Silence in this deck for that reason. I originally stood at 2, but eventually increased it to 4, thanks to the ability. So the more energy cards I've got in my hand, the more I can attach during that turn. And it works on any Pokemon, doesn't have to be benched, doesn't have to be active. So it's got no restrictions, which is awesome. So I can use that and just stack up as many water energy cards as I can in one turn onto my Keldeo, which is going to power up a Secret Sword and raising up for 50 to whatever amount of energy cards I've got attached to this, and it's extra 20 for each water energy card. So even after 3, I'll be dealing 110 damage, which is an awesome amount of damage to be dealing. So Keldeo can be kind of like my last resort card, or just my turnaround card, just to bring a game just back into my advantage. Mega Blastoids is nothing too impressive about it. 120 damage with 3 energy cards, does an extra 30 damage to 2 benched Pokemon on the opponent's side, so it is kind of good for taking out some benched Pokemon when they retreat. That's about all, but I did build it there just to kind of tank out a lot of moves as well. Lapras, as I said, it's a good little basic starter to begin the game with if I need it. Seafaring allows me to bring back energy cards from my discard pile, or I can go straight for Hydro Pump. Just needs 2, so that starts off with 10, but after 2 water energy cards it'll bring up to 50, which is actually a nice little start there. Samurott has the ability Shell Armor, which reduces attacks by 20, kind of works like Everlight, but it's for Samurott. Plus it's also got Hydro Pump as well, starts off at a base of 70 and increases by 10 for each water energy attached to this Pokemon as well. We then also have Blastoids, and again it's got another Hydro Pump, so this deck does mostly rely on Hydro Pump for its moves. Base 60, and then again increases by 10 for each water energy attached to this Pokemon. Does have 4 needed to be able to attack. Alright, so there's probably nothing else I have to mention in regards to Pokemon. As I said, the only mention I probably have to mention is Lapras may be taken out a bit later on. Trainer cards should be probably the most obvious. I'm trying out Rare Candy for the first time. I haven't used Rare Candy before, but Rare Candy works like this. If you've got a basic Pokemon in play and you've got a stage 2 card in your hand, you can evolve straight to stage 2 and skip stage 1 just by using Rare Candy, which can be pretty handy in some situations, but again it's a very situational card. It can be quite gimmicky at the same time, but if you can pull it off, it definitely does wonders for your actives and all that. So we got the usual Heavy Ball, great for bringing out Blastoids EX, also great for bringing out Blastoids normally, so I can just use Level Ball, bring out Wartortle and Squirtle, then use Heavy Ball to bring out Blastoids. It's also good for bringing out Blastoids, Mega Blastoids EX, Level Ball to bring out Oshawott, Duat, Lapras if needed, no not Lapras, sorry, Squirtle and Wartortle. I think Wartortle, have a look at it again. Wartortle. Yes, Wartortle just fits the criteria. So Eversoda for the quick evolution, I can just bring the take out the evolution from my deck, back it straight onto a Pokemon in play, so I can just keep having them in my hand. Potion just to heal 30 damage, Rare Candy. Now Super Rod's another first time I'm using it. It allows me to bring 3 in any combination, doesn't have to be in any this combination either, so it can be 3 energy cards from my discard pile, or Pokemon I want to revive, it goes straight back into my deck. So let's just say I lost my Keldeo EX for example, I can actually use this card, bring it back into my deck, and then have another chance of drawing it back into my hand, which is pretty cool. Same with energy cards, I can just keep bringing back energy cards from my discard pile and have a chance to draw them again with Silent. or whatever. Sharon should be pretty obvious, draw an extra 3 cards. Silent, again, pretty obvious to bring 3 energy cards from my deck into my hand. Shauna just to reshuffle my hand and get a mulligan, hope for a better hand, or just draw another 5 cards. Team Flag Run to remove any energy cards attached to the defending Pokemon. Can be a major game changer in some cases, can be great for stalling out as well. And Rocky Helmet just to still deal some residual damage to any attacking Pokemon or defending Pokemon, just deal that extra 20 damage to them, which again can be quite game changing as well. Alrighty, so that's it for this episode. Hopefully in the next episode we'll get a bit of a better battle than what we did. I don't really understand why that person conceded. They still had a better chance, or still had a chance of even turning around that battle, but that was still a bit weird. But at least I got the shelf the deck analysis, that's the main thing. And I was done a few battles already and still no battle analysis. So at least it's done now, don't have to worry about it again. So anyways, this is it. So this is Lady Crimson saying ciao for now, but not forever. Ciao!